Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play a Spaceblock. As you can see from the intro, when I turned it on, there were a couple of problems. Some of them I knew about, others I forgot about. But it seems like everything's working okay here. We're backed up right now on Yellow Science because we're not sending it to the labs. We're not researching anything right now because I have, of course, unlocked the power. Big things were that I forgot this iron and copper line. Granted, I could have grabbed off of this line, the iron, but I didn't have enough room to fit in long-headed inserters. And rather than just redesign the whole thing, I was planning on bringing that line in anyway. The big thing I forgot was to hook up the sulfuric acid. Those two things, plus probably other things. I didn't have inserters on this guy right here. That was kind of a thing. Probably don't need two regulars when we can use a fast. But yeah, no, other than that, I think everything's been working out fairly well. We need to get Yellow Science into the labs, and that's actually going to be a third line. That is going to have to come up pretty much right there. And I think we are going to want to keep that on the bottom. That power pole is optional temporarily. All right, that'll get that going. We'll have to take that underground. All right, and then it should just be this pattern all the way down, except for right there where we need one of those. Yeah, we're still over power right now. That's something I want to fix in this episode. We do have 4 238 here, or 235. I'm sorry. And over here, we have 37, giving us a total of 41 of the good green stuff, which means that we can go ahead and start Kovorix, and we can go ahead and start nuclear processing. Granted, we probably have enough to do a reactor. This is going to be way overkill, but I like to get a way to chew up this dark green stuff here. So let's go ahead. We're not going to roll the intro. We've actually already rolled the intro, and I remembered that this time. I went in between episodes and created many nuclear things that required much steel, much concrete, and many red circuits. But we should have them all built. I'm going to go with the 2 reactors set up, at least starting out. I think that should give us a good rate. That's going to be 160 megawatts, right? Because they're 40 megawatts each, and they're each going to get a bonus for being next to each other. Even if it's not, 160 megawatts should be enough to run this whole thing, this whole science setup, 45 science a minute, I should say, just based off of that alone. We do have extra stuff, but we've also got extra power up there, so I'm not too worried about that. So let's get this started. Let's just do it to the south here. I think that makes the most sense. Let's just make a little space down here. All right, so you are going to... Eventually, that's going to feed out to a belt, but right now, let's go ahead and turn this off. I don't want you enabled unless there is less than, let's go extreme, 200 of that in there. Same for you. So that'll back this up and allow us to basically unload this onto a chest, or unload this onto a belt, and eventually we can turn that into a belt, and we just won't have the buffer there. So that will come down. We will have 238 coming on that line, but we'll also have the potential to have 235. So I think what I want to do, let's just pull that up for now, because I don't want my belt polluted here. Let's filter off the 235 to the left. And we'll send that on down, and then send this across. Now, in order to make the nuclear fuel, uranium fuel cells, I always get the nomenclature. It's nuclear fuel is this, uranium fuel cells are these, and they're different. This requires iron plates, and not a lot of iron plates. It says 10, but we make 10 uranium fuel cells. That's enough to make the reactor last forever and a day. And we've already got a little smelting setup here that is just pretty much backed up all the time. So it makes sense to me to go ahead and send that out. And let's not send it out right now. Let's just lay it out. Do we need some more undergrounds? Apparently we do. I could request those, but I'm not in robot range. And where is robot range? Just out of curiosity. We would need 2 robo ports for that too, and I could have walked up there by now and picked up some. We'll work on the logistic network here, maybe after this episode. It shouldn't be too tough. All right, so that'll go under right here. And let's see, I think I want it on the top one. That'll minimize the need for the long-handed inserters. And then we'll take our 238 down that line right there. And we'll have the 235 coming on the bottom, which will work with the Kovorix setup that I generally do. One of these days, I'm going to look into doing a different Kovorix setup. But if it ain't broke, as the old saying goes. All right. So yeah, no, this is the Kovorix setup I typically do. You're going to make Kovorix. All right. And I do this with a series of inserters and chests, as well as a little bit of circuit logic. So I want some chests on this side and some chests on this side. And I want a filter inserter going out that side. Actually, it doesn't really matter. And a filter inserter going out that side. A filter stack inserter. And I want to override the stack size to... Oh, we can do 10? Generally, I would change that to 5. Anyway, you want a multiple of 40 for your stack size. 10 will work since we have it available. And I want to filter that out to the 235. So the 235 is going to exit out here. I want another stack inserter coming down and another stack inserter coming down. And then just a regular, we'll just do a fast inserter coming out. And that can go out to that side or to the bottom. It doesn't matter. So this thing is going to take in 40 uranium-235 and 5 uranium-238, and it's going to produce 1 excess 235 in the process. The 40 uranium-230, or 40 of the 235 that we create, we want to feed back into the machine, and the leftover one is our actual product that we want to spit out on the belt. So for all of you, I'm just going to go ahead and lock their stack sizes, because if we do have another level of bonus, that could mess things up. So yeah, as long as it's a multiple of 40, we should be fine. A multiple of 40 that is not 1, I should say. You're good, and we want to throw a wire onto this inserter, that chest, and that inserter. So for this inserter, we only want it to be enabled when uranium-235 equals the stack size of our inserter, in this case, 10. So this one's going to grab 10 and put it right there. This one's going to grab that 10 and put it right there. There's going to be 10 items in here, so he's going to be enabled, so he's going to grab them and put them back in there. And it's going to do that process 4 times until the last time when there's 1 in there, this guy's going to grab it, this guy's going to grab it, and it's going to be in here. This guy's not going to grab it because the count is not 10. However, this one, we can tell it to be enabled when that 235 equals 1. And that's the cue for him to grab it and to throw it out on our output belt, which will be running down here. So 10, 10, 10, 10, that's going to be the 40, and then finally there's going to be 1. That's going to end up in that chest, and this guy's going to kick it out then. All right, over on this side, we only want you grabbing the 238. And then this one's going to go up, and then this one's going to go up. Now this one takes in 5 and spits out 2. So we only want an additional 3 in this chest at any given time, so this guy can run. So a simple little circuit that we hook up right there that says only enabled when that is less than 3. Should keep that from just going crazy and overflowing. We want enough room. We want the stuff to get recycled, basically, is what that is. We don't want to fill this chest up off the line and cause it to process more. We want to use what we have. All right, so that should be good for the Kovorix process. Let's go ahead and turn off the blinky there. Actually, it's not good. We need that in there to get that kicked off. All right, that should be good there. All right, and then here, I want to put in space for another centrifuge to do our nuclear fuel recycling. Can we make another one of those? What are we missing? Just 100 concrete? Let's do that. We'll go ahead and get that in place too. Concrete. Sorry, I started thinking about something else. I think we have that researched. If not, it shouldn't be that hard to do. Okay, we'll pull you up. Put you down. You are doing the nuclear fuel reprocessing, and you need 3 uranium, or you produce 3 uranium-238. No. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's move this process down a little bit to maybe like right there. And let's put our processing here. I think this is going to make a little bit more sense. So that way, this guy gets a crack at it. We'll just copy that logic over to there, hook up the wire, and that one should be set. Yes. Don't need to do this. I'm doing it anyway. All right, now is that room to get a chest in here so we could bring that in through the logistics network? It is, and you will spit your stuff out Actually, let's move this all the way over. And I want you to spit your stuff out on the inside of the belt. And then we'll have like a chest. We can't make those chests yet, but I think we can research them now. Yes, we can. Let's go ahead and start research on that. We'll cancel that. And get working on that. So we can get one of those chests. We'll just make that a storage chest for now. That's going to blink. We'll just make that a wooden chest for now. And spit out onto that line right there. And that'll request the used up fuel cells. That will process them. And I want that going on the inside lane there. And the reason I want it on the inside lane is so that these guys will grab that first and grab from the outer lane second. So in order to get that to occur, many ways we could do that, but that would be a cheap and dirty way to do it. So that gets that stuff on the top there. Very minor detail. But a detail nonetheless. Oh, whew. Thought we lost that. All right, so that will take that down, and then we get our this maker right here. You make the uranium fuel cells. You require the 238, right? You require the 238. You require the 235. We can probably use regulars for these. And you also require iron, and that makes that a little bit prettier. All right, and then you can spit out your stuff just right there for now. All right, and I think I actually want to send that to a chest. So we'll buffer up the 235. And I want to hook you up to that chest. And I want you to enable disable when uranium 235 enabled when uranium 235 is less than, I don't know, let's say 1,000 for now. Because what happens is when this backs up, it causes the count here to get all messed up. So if we have more stuff here and this is backing up, I just want to turn off this Kovorix process so that we don't run into the potential of messing that up. All right, are we all good here? Maybe. Maybe. Let's go ahead and get this process started. And we'll get this process started. Okay, there goes the Kovorix. Let's go ahead and just cheat this one out on the line so that we can get this process started as well. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just want to make sure. All right. That's all looking good. How much time do you have left? You're about halfway there. All right. Nuclear. Let's just continue out this thing right here. We need 2 reactors. Not gonna fit. All right. You fit? Nope, one more. You know, I was saying I was going to do this. Void it. Could I have messed that up even more? All right. Well, we'll have a little space there for a buffer. If you just eat this stuff. Let's do this differently. You spit out to there. Then we have an underground like this. All right, then we don't need the logistics network at all. It'll just work. And then you spit out and you spit out. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Let's read the belt contents here, and let's do a hold. And I want to enable you only when uranium fuel cell equals 0. Actually, it'll just back itself up naturally. There's no reason to do anything crazy. Okay, so you guys will feed these two right here, and it looks like just did the calculations off the Factorio cheat sheet. Nine and 8. I mean, we have to run the heat pipe there. Oh, I don't have enough heat pipe. Hope that's going to be enough. Should be. All right, should be 8 on that side, 8 on this side. Do we have? We don't have pipe. Steam will go out that side. Steam will go out that side, and that will feed. We have 18 of these. Seems like with these smaller setups, you don't run it into the throughput problems that you have with the bigger ones. Another question I have is, how are we going to feed water into this? Let's go out this way. And I think we can just throw some of these in line here. Let's see, where's my water pumps at? Did I make them? I did. I say we just we water fill this area here, and then we fill it back up with landfill. How does that sound? There, 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 and there. We can actually just leave that. And then these pipes, we'll do that. We'll do that. And I'm intentionally leaving a little bit of space in here in case we need to pump something. I don't know. I'm assuming since the number was was 18 and 16. We're okay to divide this in two. I'm not certain that that is going to be the case. Guess we'll find out. Does seem like we're wasting a lot of space here. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Did I say 28? I didn't. Did I say 18? I meant 28, I think. Boy, did I get that wrong. 16, 17, 18, 28. Let's see, 9, 10. That does not divide by 3. How many do we have left? We have 6 left. Well, I mean, let's just keep going this. Let's just keep this idea going here. And just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get the tiles, create the blueprint. That down. Oh yeah, I have robots now. Did I mention that? I went ahead and made some modular armor in between episodes while I was building the nuclear stuff. I thought, you know, it'd be silly not to go ahead and make everything. We'll see how they work. I did 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 2 roboports and power and batteries, and I know that it's not enough. I know we're gonna run out of juice fairly quickly, but what can you do? All right, let's come up here, and yeah, I know I'm leaving my robots behind. It's something that I do. We'll catch them on the way back. Don't worry about it. See? Told you. All right, well, I guess they're going to go do that. Actually, I'm going to do it for them. Because I'm faster. Okay, so that's pumping into there. That is going that way. Boy, is this going to work? I don't know. I do not know. Let's pull out this power pole. Just to get all of these guys hooked up. You can go up there. That should feed into the main grid. And then we just need power for you guys. And I mean, there's something to be said about possibly limiting this based off of a steam battery or something like that. I think we're going to be making so much uranium that it's not even going to matter. But you all have water. Good. We're just waiting for your temperature to come up. Um, 500, I think, is what we're shooting for. We just missed one of those Kovorix switches. Well, I don't like these little hooky-doos here. I may... Let's just go ahead and fix this. Make it look intentional. Maybe we'll do something like that. Yeah, looks like we know what we're doing. 200 degrees to go. Yeah, and then once that kicks on, we should be able to turn on all of our other sciences and all the things that we shut off earlier. Should be good to go. Are you guys still working okay? And you know what? I don't think we need this anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out. We got more than enough processing. We'll just buffer up that uranium in case there's ever an emergency. That leaves the question, what do we want to do with all of this stuff? What side of the belt? Okay, you can go on that side of the belt. We're side loading there, so that should be fine. But just for fun, we've got one wire left, so let's go ahead and turn you off when that is greater than 0. Equals 0 is what we want. So that way, that one will get priority coming in. And we'll munch through that reserve first. As far as this extra fuel, can we fit that in there? No. About there? Yes. It's fine. And then we got some extra of that. All right, we're above 500. Our turbines are starting to spin. All right, they're producing power. 366 megawatts. All right, and that made it back there. Fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and turn everything back on. You are on. You are not. You are not on. Let's see. Can we just, wire those two together? That should turn you on. And green's already on, or purple's already on. I don't remember why. Oh, it was to get the extra red circuits. And we have them. Yeah, I did make my little buffer of red circuits down here, but it wasn't nearly enough. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Very, very, very good. All right, and we're working on the logistics system. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode, wherever we work on whatever I said I was going to work on, but I've forgotten already. Oh, I think it was the logistics system. That's going to be convenient. We'll have the technology for it then. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.